Okay, 7th graders, here is our warm-up. We are going to be doing the volume of cylinders today. So the warm-up is just recapping area and circumference. So remember that area formula is radius squared times pi. The circumference formula is diameter times pi. They want us to round to the nearest tenth. So if they give us the radius, the area formula, we can just plug that in. 6 squared times pi. And so if I do that really quick, 6 squared times pi, I get area equals 113 point, and then that 9 makes the 0 go up to a 1 meter squared. If I were doing the circumference, I have the diameter all the way across would be 12. So I need to do 12 times pi. So I simply do 12 times pi, and I get the circumference is 37 point. The 9 makes the 6 go up to a 7. And that's just meters, not meters squared. So this we did yesterday, or actually I should say Monday. And so I'm just going to run through these really quick. We are going to need the area formula regularly when we are finding the volume. So again, radius would be halfway across. So the radius on this one is 5. So 5 squared times pi, area equals 25, because 5 times 5 is 25. Make sure that you are not doing 5 times 2. So 25 times pi equals 78 point, and the 3 does not make the 5 go up, so it just stays there. Circumference, diameter times pi. So the diameter was 10 times pi. So if I did 10 times pi, 31.4 inches. And we'll do one more. Area equals radius squared times pi. Area equals 11 squared times pi. So it's 121 times pi. 380.1 feet squared. The circumference would be diameter times pi. So if the radius is halfway across, what is the diameter? The diameter would be 22 times pi. 69.1 feet. Okay, so that's just a little recap of what we've been working on, just making sure this is very clear for you guys. So if you flip your booklet here, you will have the volume of a cylinder notes. So the volume is the number of cubic units needed to fill a given space. So how much something can hold. Okay. The volume V of a cylinder is the area of its base. So remember that B stands for area of base times its height, and H is going to be our height. Now sometimes this is confusing because a shape might be tilted on its side. So I always think of a base as something that it can be set on. So for example, if it was this way, it would actually roll. But if we set it on its end, like this one, the base would be the circle on the bottom, okay? And in a cylinder, the bases are always parallel to each other, so there's a base on the top and a base on the bottom. They are technically called the same thing. So these two diagrams will help you remember that. So then we're going on to the next page. So we can find these things separately and then calculate the volume. So in this shape, the height is 12 inches. And remember, this is the area of the base. And what shape is our base? It is a circle. So the area of a circle is radius squared times pi. Well, we have our radius is 5. So if I did 25 times pi, because 5 times 5 is 25, my area of my base is 78.5. Okay, so then our volume equation is big B times H. Well, the big B was our area of our base, which was 78.5, times our height, which is 12. So 78.5 times 12 equals 942. Our units are inches, and volume is cubed. So we're going to put a 3 there. Okay, let's do it again. Our height, even though this one's tilted on its side, is 3 feet. The height is the distance between the bases. Now this one says 4 for the diameter, but remember that the radius is going to be 2. So the area of the circle is radius squared times pi, the radius being 2. So this is going to be 4 times pi, and I get 12.6. So then I go over here to my volume. The volume is the area of the base, which is 12.6, times the height, which is 3. Volume equals 12.6 times 3, and I get 37.8, and we are dealing with feet cubed. Okay, so there we go. Just do a couple more with you really quick. Again, the area of the base, we're going to find that. The height is 25. The area of the base, that's what that big B stands for, is going to be our radius, which is 15. 15 squared times pi. So that's 15 times 15. 15 squared is 225 times pi. And this one we get a large number, 706.9. That 5 makes the 8 go up. So our volume is going to be big B times H, area of the base, 706.9 times 25. So 706.9 times 25, 17672.5, and that is centimeters cubed. Okay, last problem, another cylinder. The height is right here. This is the height. That's 21 inches. The base, we're going to find the area of that, radius squared times pi. Radius squared is 8 squared times pi, and so that would be 64 times pi. Oops. And I get 201.1. So volume equals big B times H. Volume equals 201.1 times 21. 201.1 times 21. Volume equals 422 or 4,223.1 inches cubed. So that is how you find the volume of a cylinder. So if you guys look on the next page, it has volume of the cylinder's homework. There are 4 problems, so I want you guys to do that. And then there is a maze that you do. So you start and you find the volume of this, and it's going to be one of these 3 answers. Okay, and so then you just follow it through. So if I solve this one and I got 42, so let's do this one. So this is going to be volume equals area of the base would be 2 squared times pi, and then times it by 3. So I get 37.69, so it's going to go this direction. Just rounding to the nearest whole number. Okay? Sorry, I did that one kind of fast, but then you'll go to the next problem, and then you'll go from there. It's kind of a fun way to practice that. So, and then our next thing, we will do surface area, but this won't be till next week. So, just work on the volume for Wednesday. Thanks.